Hi everyone, it's me again, Jade Best. I kind of decided last night on a bit of a whim that I would try and maybe do a few videos just about sort of my experience and anything that could potentially help other young people going through cancer as well. I kind of had the epiphany because a really nice young lady who lives locally to me with stage 4 ovarian cancer actually contacted me last night and said that she found my video really inspiring and motivational. So I decided that if someone feels inspired or motivated by my posts or videos, that potentially, others can feel that way. And if anything, having the GoFundMe page and stuff for myself is great, but if it's offering inspiration and motivation to others, then that's just an added bonus, because I believe very much in having motivation and support for any illness, whether that be cancer or dementia, whatever. It's always nice to have somebody to relate to, I think, on terms of your own illness, or somebody that's close to you, or just somebody to talk to that's your kind of age, I suppose, because there isn't a lot of younger people out there with this cancer diagnosis. So I feel it's quite important. And also, on this note, while I am doing the video, I just want to say that I am totally and utterly gobsmacked and excuse my cough, overwhelmed at the amount of donations and shares and likes and people approaching me wanting to do things for me, offering support, raffles, sports groups, everything. It's absolutely incredible, and I never imagined that it would be as successful as it has been so far. So thank you very much to anyone that's kind of sort of put forward for this and is behind me. It's a massive thing. So I thought maybe today I would sort of, I don't know what the aim of the video really is, but I don't know if there's anything that people want to request that they would like me to talk about, or if there's something on your mind that maybe you want to ask the question, then you can. Or if there's maybe someone you know or a relative that's going through cancer and you kind of want to help them in the best way possible, or you need some advice on something, then obviously I'm happy to share my 10 years of experience so far with anyone really sort of looking for an answer or just a little bit of motivation, because motivation is such a weird thing, because I don't know if you're naturally born motivational, or whether I don't know whether I'd call myself inspirational, because I don't feel like personally it's an inspirational thing. I'm just kind of doing what I have to do to survive. So I mean, I do it with a positive mental attitude as and when I can. It's not always possible, but I think it's quite a big part of how I've handled things so far, and I suppose it's quite a big part of why maybe this campaign has been so successful so far, because obviously you have your friends and your family around you supporting you and seeing how you're dealing with your diagnosis and how you're dealing with your treatments and the ups and the downs. So it's difficult. I don't really know like how to. I don't want to give a speech on how to be motivated, and I don't want to give a speech on how to have a positive mental attitude, because obviously everybody is so different, everybody's so diverse, and cancer affects everybody differently. Whether you're going through it yourself, or it's your partner going through it, or your child going through it, or your mum or your dad, whoever, it's going to affect everybody differently, and not everybody is able to express their anxieties or emotions or whatever. Never mind like have that keep calm, carry on attitude that everybody bangs on about all the time. It's not always possible. But I thought maybe I would start with the way I sort of look at it. I was actually just talking to one of my closest friends this morning about this, because I just said I can't believe the reaction to the GoFundMe page and the campaign, and how many people are actually approaching me and wanting to do something. And it's really hard to accept, I suppose, because I've never really asked for charity before, and I've never really wanted to ask, and because I have that mentality of I'm going through it, I'm just going to do it, whatever, I haven't probably come across as somebody that perhaps needs the charity, which I wouldn't say that I did, but it's certainly going to come in handy now. And I'm just gobsmacked, really, basically, because I literally woke up at 6:30 this morning, and my phone was just lit up with like really beautiful words from people, like really thoughtful suggestions on what they can do to help me, and campaigns and things that they want to do to raise the money for the referral for the private care, and that is just massive testament, I suppose, to the human race, I guess, because you hear so much stuff in a bad way, and then obviously you have this devastating news, but somehow I have no idea how it's happened, but it's gone from just a couple of friends sort of clubbing together and going, yeah, we'll help your GoFundMe page, to like random people messaging me and sort of asking to meet up with me, just because like they want somebody to talk to that's similar age, that's going through a similar diagnosis, because they may not have anybody else. And like people wanting to do boiler installations, to try and attract a bit of fundraising and donations and stuff, and it's just been amazing. It's just been amazing, and I'm ever so sorry like if I haven't replied to anybody's texts or phone calls and things, because I think I'm actually going to have to employ some sort of admin to kind of help me with all this, because there is so much exposure going on, and the power of social media is beyond me. I mean, I have sort of been keeping an eye on my total, and it's just, I think it's about 4,000 or something now, and in the space of 2 or 3 days, like that's gone like so much further than what I expected. So it's amazing, it's great, it's fantastic, and it's really appreciated, and I just felt like I had to sort of give an update on like how generous people are being, and that it's honestly I don't know what to say. It's actually kind of overwhelming and a bit emotional, because I really didn't think that people would respond in the way that they are doing, and I'm getting a lot of people contacting me from businesses, their own personal businesses as well, wanting to do something for me. So it really is quite humbling, and I'm very grateful. And yeah, as I say, like I thought this morning, because of that, like the least I could do in return is keep updating about my progress, and maybe just a bit more about my story and anything cancer related, or if somebody has a question that they want to ask, then please feel free, because I will never be offended. I'm not private about my healthcare. I'm not precious about my condition. So anything you want to ask, please feel free to do so, and I'll obviously try my best to answer it. And if anybody wants to volunteer to be an admin for me, that would be great. So yeah, I think for today that'll do. And if there's any particular subject, whether it be nutrition or products that you can potentially use when you're having cancer treatment, maybe what to expect when you go for appointments with loved ones or for yourself, whether that be support groups, because I'm a member of quite a lot of different support groups as well, charities, things like that, or whether it just be a little bit of advice on how to maybe deal with the more challenging times, or deal with the emotional side of it, then I'm well up for that. And I'm a big believer in mindfulness, mind and body. So even though all this stuff is going on inside, I think it's really important that you have a good mindset here, because that's what controls you, that's what makes you a person. So if anybody can sort of benefit from that, and perhaps me just talking a little bit with how I deal with that and how I manage that, then I'd be very happy to talk about it. So yeah, please feel free to get in touch. Please leave a comment. I am going to keep uploading these. I've got a YouTube channel. I don't know what it's under. I'll have to double check that. But I think maybe if you just type in JD Best, it might come up. That's JADI and then Best. Not too difficult, I hope. If not, if people are struggling, then obviously I can post a link, and I will keep updating the videos to my GoFundMe if they will let me. But if not, then they will be on my Facebook page as well. And again, thank you so much for your ongoing support and all these suggestions and things that people want to do, because it's awesome. It's so much more than I could have expected already. So really, really appreciate it. And I will try my best and keep you updated in between all the madness. But I'm going to kind of sort of not turn my phone off today, but I'm going to have a little bit of a break today, because the past few days have just been a bit manic crazy with people sort of messaging and things like that. So and I'm going to go to a walled garden to walk my dogs with my husband and just have a little bit of time to ourselves today. So bear with me, and I will be back hopefully early next week or at the end of the weekend. So anything you can think of in the time being, please do post, and I will see you soon. Bye.